Namaste children, welcome to today's class. As we discussed in the previous class, some of the questions from exercise number 8.1 and we will continue today also the questions from exercise number 8.1. Question number 6. Diagonal AC of parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A. Show that it also bisects angle C. So this diagonal AC of parallelogram ABCD is bisecting angle A. Here two angles are formed and these two angles are equal. That is, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Then what we have to show? Show that it also bisects angle C. So angle C is divided into two parts. That is angle 3 and angle 4. We have to prove angle 3 is equals to angle 4. And the second one is ABCD is a rhombus. What is a rhombus? A parallelogram in which one pair of adjacent sides are equal, or a quadrilateral with all sides are equal is a rhombus. Now how do we prove it? Here by using the properties of parallelogram we will prove this. So given what is given here, it is ABCD is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram and also it is given angle 1 is equals to angle 2 from the figure. So what we have to prove? To prove that, what we have to prove from here? Angle 3 is equals to angle 4 or AC bisects angle C. AC bisects angle C. That is angle 3 is equals to angle 4 is one we need to prove. The second one is ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. That we need to prove. Proof. Yes. Now you see, consider that figure. It is given from the figure angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and ABCD is a parallelogram. AB is parallel to CD and AC is transversal. AC is a transversal because it is a parallelogram. AB is parallel to CD and AC is the transversal. So what we can say from here? Angle 2 is equals to angle 3. Alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Similarly, AD is parallel to BC. This is AD is parallel to BC and AC is the transversal. Therefore, angle 1 is equals to angle 4. By taking AC is the transversal. Similarly, AD is parallel to BC and AC is the transversal. Is transversal. AC is the transversal. Therefore, angle 1 is equals to angle 4. Again by alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Yes, you take this as 1 and this is 2. And it is given angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Here angle 2 is equals to angle 3. It means angle 1 is equals to angle 3. And we know angle 1 is equals to angle 3. You consider this as 1 and this is 2. This is 3. Now from 1 and 2 and 3, what we can write? From 1, 2 and 3. From 1, 2 and 3. Yes, once you see, angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Angle 2 is equals to angle 3. From these two, what we can say? Angle 1 is equals to angle 3. And we know angle 1 is equals to angle 4. And here we have proved angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Therefore, angle 3 is equals to angle 4. That is, angle C. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 means the whole angle C is bisected by AC. Hence AC bisects angle C. So the first one is proved. Next, we need to prove ABCD is a rhombus. Now you consider here it is two triangles. So in triangle ABC, here angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and 3 is equals to angle 4. We have proved angle 1 is equals to angle 4. That is, here all the four angles are equal. All four angles are equal. Now angle 1 is equals equals to angle 4. Now in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, that is angle 1, sorry, angle 2 is equals to angle 4. In the triangle ABC, angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Therefore, what about the sides opposite to them? That is AB and BC. They are equal. AB is equals to BC. Why they are equal? Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Equal angles are equal. Similarly, in triangle ADC, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. In triangle ADC, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Therefore, the sides opposite to equal angles, that is AD is equals to CD. AD is equals to CD. Same reason, that is sides opposite to equal angles are equal. And we know that it is a parallelogram in which opposite sides are equal. That is AB is equals to CD. AB is equals to CD. Now we have taken 3 units. 3. Now this is a 4th identity, and this is 5th identity, and this is 6th identity. AB is equal to CD. That is sides of parallelogram. Sides of parallelogram. Sides of parallelogram. Now you see here AB is equal to BC and AB is equal to CD. These two, AB is equals to BC, AB is equal to CD. Therefore, from this what we can see? BC is equals to CD. This is BC is equals to CD. One pair of adjacent sides are equal. From 4 and 6. From 4 and 6. What we can write from 4 and 6? Yes, we can write it as what? 4 it is AB is equal to BC and AB is equal to CD. That is BC is equals to CD. BC is equals to CD. BC and CD, one pair of adjacent sides. Now a parallelogram with one pair of adjacent sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So it is a rhombus. So in parallelogram ABCD, BC is equals to CD. Therefore, ABCD is a rhombus. It is a rhombus. Like this, we can prove ABCD is a rhombus by using the properties of parallelogram, the parallel lines concept, and we can prove that it is a rhombus. Now we will discuss question number 9 from exercise number 8.1. In parallelogram ABCD, 2 points P and Q are taken on the diagonal BD. P and Q are 2 points on diagonal BD of parallelogram ABCD. Then such that how they are taken? DP, that is this length PD, DP is equals to BQ. Now these two lengths are equal, it is given, they are equal. And show that we have to prove here 5 things. Triangle APD, this triangle, and triangle CQB, these two triangles, opposite triangles are congruent triangles, and AB is equals to CQ. this is length AB is equal to CQ. These two things we have to prove. If you prove these two triangles are congruent triangles, by CP AB is equals to CQ. So we can prove the second one from the first one. Similarly, the third one, triangle AQB, this triangle is congruent to triangle C, it is PD. These two triangles are congruent triangles. We have to prove. After proving that, then we have to prove AQ is equal to CP. Again from this, AQ is equal to CP. By CPCT, from the third identity, we can prove AQ is equal to CP. Then we have to prove APCQ is a parallelogram. APCQ is a parallelogram. From second and fourth proof, second proof it is AB is AQ. Fourth one, AQ is equal to CB. That is, two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. ABCQ is also a parallelogram. So, fifth identity can be proved from the results from second and fourth. Now, we will prove one by one. How do we prove that they are equal? Yes. See here, which one we have to prove? In this triangles. First, triangle ABD and triangle CQB. ABD, CQB. We need to prove that they are. Yes, how do we prove that? Consider what about this angle? Angle 1 here, and this is angle 2. What about these two angles? Here BC is parallel to AB and BD is the diagonal. Now angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Angle 1 is equals to angle 2, alternate interior angles. And it is given BQ is equals to PD or DP given. Now BC is equals to AD. Opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. Therefore, by SAS congruency, the two triangles are congruent triangles. So here, directly we go for the proof. Yes. So what it is here given in triangle ABD. First one we are doing triangle ABD and triangle CQB and triangle CQB. Yes. Here it is given PD or DP is equals to QB. DP is equals to BQ. It is given in the question. Side and angle 1 is equals to angle 2. That is angle. Why they are equal? Since BC is parallel to AD and BD is the transversal. BD is the transversal and alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. Angles are equal. Here alternate interior angles are equal angles. Now BC is equals to AD. See from these two triangles. Or AD is equals to CB. AD is equals to CB. Sides it is given. Opposite sides of the parallelogram. Opposite sides of the parallelogram. Therefore, what we can say from that is side angle side. SAS congruency triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CQB by SAS congruency. By SAS congruency, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CQB. That is the first one you have proved. Next, the second one, what you have to prove? AB is equal to CQ. From these two congruent triangles by CPCT, AB is equals to CQ. AB is equal to CQ by CPCT. So two things were proved. Now the third one we have to prove, that is triangle AQB. AQB is congruent to triangle CPD. CPD is two triangles. So consider those two triangles. Now in triangle AQB and triangle AQB and triangle CPD. In these two triangles, angle CPD. Yes, consider these two triangles. Now again we consider this is what it is 3 and it is 4. Angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Alternate interior angles concept it is again. Now BQ is equals to PD. BQ is equals to PD. It is QB. BQ is equals to DP. It is given side and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. And interior angles are equal. That is A. Now, what about the side AB and the side CD, both are equal, opposite sides of the parallelogram. AB is equal to CD. AB is equals to CD side, opposite sides of the parallelogram. Therefore, triangle AQB, triangle AQB is congruent to triangle CPD by which congruency criteria? SAS congruency criteria. By SAS congruency criteria, the two triangles are congruent triangles. So the third one is proved. Next we have to prove the fourth. What is the fourth identity which we have to prove? AQ is equals to CP. Now from this third identity, AQ is equals to CP by CPCT. That is AQ is equals to CP by CPCT. So the fourth one is proved. Next step we have to prove ABCD is a parallelogram. So ABCQ is a parallelogram. Now in quadrilateral, it is a quadrilateral ABCQ. In quadrilateral ABCQ, that is second identity is given is AB is equals to CQ, and the fourth result it is AQ is equals to CP. Both these are opposite sides. Opposite sides are equal. Proved above. They are proved above. Now we can say that it is a parallelogram because two pairs of opposite sides are equal. So therefore, ABCQ is a parallelogram. Since two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Since two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Two pairs of opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. Like this, we will prove the required identities. Is it clear, children? Now, we will discuss question number 11. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF, two triangles, AB is equal to DE, length of AB is equals to length of DE, and AB is parallel to DE. So these two sides are parallel and are equal. And BC is equals to, BC is equals to EF, and BC is parallel to EF. BC is parallel to EF. On the vertices A, B, C are joined to D, E, F respectively. That is, vertex A is joined to D, vertex B is joined to E, and vertex C is joined to F. Then show that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. A, B, C, D. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. This one. Yes, here. Quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Join this. Is a parallelogram. Yes, I'm sorry here. The first one it is not ABCD, it is ABED is a parallelogram. That is ABED. This is a parallelogram. Can we prove it is a parallelogram? Yes. AB is equals to DE. Opposite sides are equal. And AB is parallel to ED. That is one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. So everything is good in the question. You need to identify the sides which are parallel and which are equal. By using the property of parallelogram, we can prove that ABED is a parallelogram. Then second, BEFC is a parallelogram. BEFC. This is BEFC is a parallelogram. It is given BC is equals to EF and BC is parallel to EF. That is, in that quadrilateral, one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. So again, we can prove the second identity also by using the first item. By using the concept of properties of parallelogram. Then third one, AD is to EF. Now where is it? AD is parallel to CF. Yes, we have proved from this first one. BE is BE is parallel to AD and BE is parallel to what it is? BE is parallel to CF. Therefore AD is parallel to CF. These two sides are parallel and they are also equal. So third one is proved. Again from the third property we can prove the fourth one. This quadrilateral ACFE is a parallelogram. ACFD is a parallelogram. Therefore AC is equals to FD. That is opposite sides of the parallelogram. Then we have to prove these two. What it is? Triangles are parallel triangles. Yes. AB is equals to DE and BC is equals to EF. It is given and we have proved that is the fifth identity. AC is equals to DF. Now by yes congruency, the two triangles are congruent triangles. Now we prove one by one. Yes, we'll prove one by one. Now consider first one. First proof what it is. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Consider in quadrilateral ABCD, sorry ABED. In quadrilateral ABED, it is given AB is parallel to DE and AB is parallel to DE. AB is equals to DE is given. Therefore ABED is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram. Why it is a parallelogram? Because one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. What is the reason here? It is one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. We can write since AB is parallel to DE and AB is equals to DE. That is one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Therefore it is a parallelogram. Now from this, what about this? ABED is a parallelogram. Now what about these two sides? Opposite sides are equal or not? That is BE. You can write hence from the parallelogram. BE is equals to AD and BE is also parallel to AD because from the same parallelogram the other pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. The other pair of opposite sides, that is BE and AD, both are parallel and they are equal. So the first one is done. Next, quadrilateral BEFC. Second we need to prove. So in quadrilateral BEFC is given BC is equals to EF and BC is parallel to EF. BC is equals to EF and BC is parallel to EF. Therefore BCFE or BEFC is a parallelogram. Why it is a parallelogram? Since it is BC is parallel to EF and BC is equals to EF. That is, it is a parallelogram. That is, one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, then the remaining opposite sides, that is BE and CF. BE is equals to CF and BE is parallel to CF. BE is parallel to CF and BE is equals to CF. So this we can write from that parallelogram. Therefore BE is parallel to CF and BE is equals to CF. Next, what we have to prove? Third, that is AD is parallel to CF and AD is equals to CF. See here, this is, we take this as identity 1 and this as identity 2. So third one we need to prove AD is equals to CF. AD is equals to CF. So here you see BE is equals to AD and BE is equals to CF. See, BE is equals to AD, BE is equals to CF from 1 and 2 as the LHS are equal. Therefore their RHS must be equal. That is AD is equals to CF. BE is parallel to AD and BE is parallel to CF. BE is parallel to both the lines AD and CF. Therefore from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2, what we can write? That is the third one, third identity. What third result? What we need to prove? AD is parallel to CF and AD is equals to CF. So that is done. From 1 and 2 we can say AD is parallel to CF and AD is equals to CF. Next, the fourth one. What is fourth one? It is quadrilateral ACFD is a parallelogram. Now in quadrilateral ACFD, so observe the figure ACFD. Just now we have proved this is result 3. AD is parallel to CF and AD is equals to CF. This is the parallelogram. Again, opposite sides are parallel and equal. In the quadrilateral, AD is parallel to CF and AD is equals to CF. Therefore, what we can say? That is one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Therefore, ACFD is a parallelogram. Why it is a parallelogram? One pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. Next, we have to prove AC is equals to DF. So now in this parallelogram, what it is ACFD, this parallelogram. The remaining opposite sides AC and DF both are equal. So hence AC is equals to DF. That is the fifth identity. Fifth one we can prove here. AC is equals to DF. That is opposite sides of parallelogram ACFD. Now, so like this we can prove the ACFD is a parallelogram and the opposite sides, that is AC is equals to DF or FD, we can prove. The last one is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, that is by SSS congruency, because AD is equals to DE, it is given, BC is equals to EF, it is given, and AC is equals to DEF, just now we proved here. Therefore, by SSS congruency, the two triangles are congruent triangles. Now, the sixth result which we need to prove, what is that? Triangle, what it is? Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This we need to prove. So, to prove, consider these two triangles. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF. AB is equals to DE. It is given side. Then BC is equals to EF. It is also given in the question. Side. And we have proved AC is equals to DF. We proved just now. AC is equals to DF. Proved above. So that is also sides of the two triangles. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by SSS congruency. By SSS congruency criteria, we can prove these two triangles. So here we are using the properties of parallelogram. It is given clearly in the quadrilateral. One pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. We know, we have studied the properties of parallelogram. That is, if in any quadrilateral, one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, it is a parallelogram. So using that concept, we will prove all the identities, and from that we can take out the results from these parallelograms, and we can prove finally triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Is it clear, children? Thank you very much.